409 Sports. Brought to you by Golden Triangle Emergency Center, Orange.
409 Sports coming to you from Lake Charles Southland Conference Media Day. Lamar back in the SLC and picked next to last in the conference.
Right, it's Coach Blaine Morgan's third year coming back with the Cardinals, but he said they're not going to let that outside noise kind of come in and bother them. They've been working really hard all summer to push past those boundaries and really make sure that the community knows they're playing for the Cards.
And, you know, I had to ask him point blank. There was not a single player named to the preseason all-conference teams picked next to last. I had to ask him, was he expecting this?
No. Well, I think this just happened a few days ago, and so I think what happens is with the expectations being out of a conference last year, I think there's no familiarity with our players from anyone in the conference, and so I think as much as anything, that's the case. I wasn't familiar with many of the other the other conference, Southland Conference players or teams. And so I was just, in the preseason, poll, I was just kind of throwing darts blindly. And so they were probably doing the same thing. Having started so many young guys last fall, there's no familiarity with our guys. And we've got a lot to prove. I mean, as a team, from a coaching staff to players, I think we've got a lot to prove as a football program.
So obviously there is some disappointment, but you don't win any regular season games by the preseason rankings. Cardinals, they open up the season September 1st at Abilene Christian, and you got to think they got to get off to a good start.
I mean, that's going to be the point where they see have they improved, because last year they lost to them. So that's going to be a game changer right there, how the season's going to go.
Certainly will be. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about realignment. Of course, Lamar making the move back to the Southland. Some folks sound excited about it, others not so much. We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 10. In Lake Charles, I'm Ashley Elam.
And I'm Sapphire Cervantes.
For 409 Sports.